So this is my FD Mazda RX-7 and it's slightly modified. It's almost 2300. How? We are taking that engine and we're throwing it in the bin. So we are actually going to be taking the engine out of this and putting it in my RX-7. So if you didn't know, Gran Turismo 7 actually brought engine swaps. These things are god tier loot. You don't ever get them. So this is the first engine swap I got, and oh my, we got a good one. So as you can see, this engine's retail price is 937,000. Now my thing is, if you're putting a retail price, why can't I just buy the thing? Give me the option to buy it. This thing of me having to use all my luck to get an engine, it's not good. So you actually get a warning message coming up saying, hey, look here, if you put this engine in, you're gonna lose all your parts from your previous engine. So basically you just, all the money you spent on previous engine, gone. So please enjoy the startup of the 4-Rotor RX-7. Because we have the 787B engine in here, I think it's only adequate. We make it look the part. Okay, so I found an applied delivery. It costed like over 100,000 to make it look like this. All I did was just change the wheels. I just want to put these BBSs I had in my head, so I put them on. But this is a person I got delivery from. Now when it comes to performance parts regarding this engine in particular, you can't do anything. Look, I already had everything upgraded and installed that needed to be installed, so all that I could add was a turbo. And oh boy, does that turbo not make a difference. So as you can see, 18,000, and it comes up to almost 1,000 brake horsepower. The car only weighs about 1,000 kgs. It's almost as powerful as a 1-to-1 Koenigsegg. The power to weight ratio, perfect. So I knew this thing was going to be an absolute animal to handle. So let's go and see how it feels to drive this vehicle. So immediately it tried to kill me because I turned the traction off, and the minute you just apply a little bit of throttle, it lights up the rear tires. Now just keep in mind, this vehicle has the grippiest tires possible, and it smokes the tires. That's impressive. Look at this, 360 kilometers an hour going down the main straight. The thing is, it was maxed out. I never tuned the gears yet. It can go faster, and we will actually go faster later in this video, so do stick around for that. Don't forget guys, do like and subscribe, will be greatly appreciated. As you can see, I'm still getting the hang of this vehicle, so I am going off. I'm not used to the braking. This car is a lot to get used to. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So I just struggled for the first lap. So let's just cut to our actual flying lap. So I want to say, with this vehicle, the brakes on it are terrible. When I say terrible, I mean they dog shit. They are bad. So if you need to brake hella early. If you think you're gonna brake, you are brake way before that. You do not go in or try late brake, you will go flying. So just be careful. So as you can see, the minute you put your foot flat and you going around the turn, the back end will kick out. I promise you that. So as you can see, you gotta be gentle with the turns. Slowly apply the accelerator. Don't just mash it. You mash it, you're gonna die. That's it, you're gonna be unalive. It's gonna take you out. So as you can see, miss that clipping point by fields, farmlands. I missed that clipping point, but I brought it back. And as you can see, genuinely around the Fuji Speedway, I almost hit Suzuka. It's really pulled into its own elements, really up nicely up against the clipping point. Now you can see the exact moment when I put my foot flat, because that rev limiter just said but yeah. So the fastest lap I was able to do was a 133.1, and genuinely for me, I'm proud of that time because I managed to control this vehicle. You know what? Then I thought, screw it. Let's try and slide this vehicle. Let's try and drift this vehicle. And wow, was it one of the most scariest experiences I've ever felt. See, I went off before I even started my run. And I knew, okay, I'm gonna die. I didn't though, which is surprising. There was barely any smoke because at a few points here and there I was full throttle. I was not tramping it throughout the track. I was too afraid. But I mean, I got a small slide, you know, see a little bit of puff of smoke there. I would have loved more smoke if I was brave enough, but genuinely, I feel like my lines were decent. I'm proud of what I achieved. And just the sound of this vehicle. I don't know, there's something about the sound of this. There's no other car that can compete with this. If you think there is, comment it down below. Let's have a discussion around the final turn, yeah, and just good way to complete off our drift. And we actually end off with 27,600 points. Now the shocking thing is, that's 400 points more. Well, actually like 300 and something points more than the modified standard engine Mazda. So all that power didn't really seem to do much when it comes to drifting. So let's go now and see drag run and top speed. Okay, so for drag racing, if you are gonna use this vehicle, you got a short shift. It's the only way you're gonna keep it from not spinning. So once you get into that, then obviously you can carry on shifting like normal. We set in 11.284. Quarter mile time, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, as you can see now on special route X, before we even come to the starting line, we're doing over 400 kilometers an hour. I tuned this car to only top out at 400. So it's already breaking the laws of the game. So as you can see, it is climbing. If you do better tuning than I did, I genuinely just did the most basic tuning possible. You can get this car to climb a lot faster and reach a higher top speed than I could. Going flat, I hit 442, and then coming down the hill. I hit 450 plus. As you can see, 451 there was the highest I actually hit coming downhill. So for me, that's the fastest I could go. Oh, you can. I know you can. I believe in you. So I just want to take a minute and say thank you so much for watching. Really is appreciated, and love you all. See you in the next one.